Hello everyone, Nadezhda here, and today we are going to learn all about filters in Revit. Filters are used to create some specific graphical settings to some specific set of elements. So let's begin. When you want to apply some graphical settings to the entire group of elements, you use the visibility graphics overrides or templates option. But if you want to define some rule for some specific set of elements, then you use the filters. And today I am going to define the rule of, for example, doors. Let's say I only want to paint the doors that are double doors. I want to leave single leaf doors to black color, and I want to paint the double doors to have some other color. So here I can spot a couple of double door families. I can spot this one and this one. And one thing that is same about both of these doors is actually that in their name they have the word double. We can select this one and we can see that this one is also called double. So I can go back to the visibility graphics overrides and go to filter. And now I'm going to click add, and I'm going to click edit new and click new. Now I'm just going to call this filter double leaf door. Here in this list, I'm going to choose doors, and by the way, you can choose as many of the element categories you want. You don't have to select just one family type, you can select many of them. And here I will choose, for example, family name, because I know that all of my doors contain double in their name. So I will choose contains option here, but as you can see, you can choose many of the options, and in filters you can define as many of the rules you want. Basically, this amount of options you have for defining the rules gives you a lot of ability to find some common thing about different kinds of families. So in my case, I choose contains and I will write double. It is important to note that this is case sensitive, so write exactly as it is written in your families. So now let's click OK. Then let's find our filter here in the list and click OK once again. And as you can see here, you have plenty of options. First is enable filter, which basically gives you the ability to enable or disable filter. If you do not want to use it anymore, you can simply click disable here and it's going to stop working. You also have the visibility option, which when you use it, as you can see, our filtered doors disappear. I'm going to go back. And here I'm just going to turn it on and off, and you have projection lines, cut lines, and cut patterns. I'm just going to change the cut lines to be, for example, orange and to have weight of 3, let's say, and click OK. And this way I have made my doors orange color. All I have to do, of course, is add the projection color as well. I will also choose orange and I will also assign the weight of 3 and click OK. And this way we have successfully colored all of our double doors with orange color. But let's dive a little bit deeper into this. Let's add more rules to our doors. Let's say, for example, I can see that this door is exterior door and these doors are interior doors. So let's say I only want to color the doors that are interior and that are double. I go back to the visibility graphics, I go back to this filter and I will not create the new filter, I will just click edit on this one. And let's add one more rule. I will say doors function equals interior. So that means I want double doors that are interior to be orange. I click OK and I get these doors that are orange, and I will just return to the filter once again. And we can see once we enter this filter that we have this green text that says all rules must be true. And that means for this filter to be applied to our doors, they both have to be double and they both have to be interior. And that means basically our exterior door is excluded from our filters. But let's say in that case, I want both of these doors to be orange. I want the exterior doors to be orange and I want the double doors to be orange. And in that case, I choose the rule OR. This rule means that any of these settings, any of these rules that we pick will actually apply to our filter. So once I click OK once again, I actually get all of the interior doors and all of the double doors to be orange. And that means basically any of the elements that contain any of these rules in them will be applied to this filter. So that means it is very important to be very mindful of which rule you choose here. Basically, you can use this option to include or exclude any of these elements and any of these rules. And that's it for today's lesson. Thank you for watching, and of course, if you have any of the questions, please comment below. I do my best to answer most of them. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lesson. Bye! If you want to learn Revit like a pro, take a look at my architectural course through the link below. You will learn how to develop the project from concept to final design using Autodesk Revit. It is ideal for beginners but valuable for anyone looking to build a solid foundation. By the end, you'll know how to take a design from concept to detailed documentation with confidence and clarity. You will gain a solid Revit workflow you can actually use independently or in work in larger teams in architectural studios. With almost 100 structured video lessons, it is designed to help beginners master Revit step by step. To support your progress, I've included assignments with each lesson, plus the opportunity to ask questions and receive guidance directly from me whenever you need it. This way, you're not just watching tutorials, you're actively learning, practicing, and improving every step of the way. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.